Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Leni Masruroh. I study at Model Islamic Senior High School. Good morning, everyone. Look at the girls in this era. We can study, we can dream, and we can be leaders. Today, this is normal. But a long time ago, it was impossible. Today, I want to tell you a story about a brave girl. Her name was Raden Ajeng Kartini. She is our hero. She fought for women's education. Let's hear her story. Kartini was born in 1879. Her father was a Javanese leader, a bupati. Because of that, Kartini was lucky. She could go to school. She loved school so much. She loved reading books. But when she turned 12 years old, everything stopped. Old tradition said, girls cannot go outside after 12 years old. Girls must stay home. Girls must wait for a husband. This was called pingitan. Kartini was locked in her room. She couldn't see the sun. She felt like a bird inside a golden egg. One night, Kartini was very sad. She walked to her father's room and she sat on the floor and she cried. Father, please let me go to school again. I want to learn and I want to be a teacher. But her father looked angry and he said, No, Kartini, stop this. You are a noble girl. You must follow traditions. Stay home, learn to cook, and be quiet. No more school. Then Kartini answered, Father, if you love me, why you lock me here? Books are my eyes, but you take them away. You are keeping me in the dark. Then her father answered, I do this because I love you, Kartini. The world outside was very dangerous for women. Tradition protect you. But if you break the rules, society will crush you. And I cannot protect you anymore. Then Kartini looked at her father and said, But fathers, the world is changing. Why cannot girls read? If mothers are smart, the children will be smart. And our country will be strong, father. Then her father turned around and he said, The answer is still no, Kartini. Go back to your room. Then Kartini went back to her room. Her heart was broken, but she didn't give up. Every night, under a small lamp, she wrote letters. She wrote to her friends in the Netherlands. She wrote about her dreams. She said, Education is the key to freedom. Her father saw that Kartini never gave up. Every day she spent her time to reading books, writing notes, and asking many questions about knowledge and the world. Sometimes her father saw Kartini studying alone, quietly in her room until late evening. Her father asked to her, Kartini, why do you want to study so badly? Then Kartini answered confidently, Because I want women to be smart and useful just like men, father. Finally, his heart was softened. Her father looked at to Kartini warmly and said, Kartini, I can see that you are truly love learning. You are strong and intelligent girl. All right, Kartini, I will allow you to continue your education at home. Kartini's eyes became wet with happiness, and she said, Are you really, father? She asked excitedly. Then her father answered, Yes, you may study hard, study language, and write letters. I want you to keep learning and follow your dreams. Then Kartini held her father's hand and said, Thank you so much, father. I promise I will study hard and use my knowledge to help many people. Then her father smiled proudly and he said, I believe that you can make our family and our country proud, Kartini. Before he died, he allowed Kartini to open a school, the first school for Javanese girls. Kartini was very happy. She taught them to read, write, and be strong. Sadly, Kartini died very young. She was only 25 years old. She died after giving birth to her baby boy. After she passed away, her friends collect all her letters. They published them into a famous book. The title is Out Darkness to Light. Look at the result of her fight today. Because of Kartini, women in Indonesia are no longer locked inside a jail. Because of Kartini, girls today can go to school, go to university, become leaders, doctors, or entrepreneurs. Kartini successfully opened the door of freedom for all of us. The darkness is gone, the light is finally here. Now, this is our job to study hard and keep her light burning. Thank you so much for your attention. Happy Nas Day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.